Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this, guys. I have told you that I'm going to a car show, the very first car show I've ever had my car in on Saturday. And I have to get it ready to go because, like I said before, it's filthy, needs cleaned. I need to put my old tire back on, my old wheel and tire, my new wheel, old tire, new wheel, doesn't matter. I gotta put that back on the car, get ready to go. And I figured, why not make a video of the steps it takes to get ready for a car show. So here we go. I'm gonna name them 1, 2, 3, all the way up, and I'm not sure how many it's gonna be until I go and do it. But here are the steps it takes to get your car ready for a car show. Enjoy. Number 1, get out of bed. Number 2, you're called off work. Hey Jim, yeah, I won't be in today. Because I'm washing my car, that's why. Number 3, the third thing you do is go to the actual car. And in my case, it is at my parents' house because I don't have a garage. So you want to get to the actual car that you want to clean first. And here we are. Number 4, you don't want to wear pants and have a belt or buttons or anything like that, because if you get up against the car and scratch it, that ain't good. So you want to change into gym shorts. Here we go. And why not put a Chevy shirt on while I'm cleaning a Chevy? Number 5, you want to make a cup of coffee so you have energy to wash your car. Number 6, whenever your car is sitting in there, you have to get it in here so you can actually wash it. So let's back the car out of there and get it in here. Number 7, most people won't have to do this before they wash their car, but if you watch my previous video, whenever I had to take my right rear tire off because of a flat tire, I have since fixed that tire, as you also saw in the previous video, and now it's time to put that tire, well, wheel and tire, back on the car. So let's get that on there first before we do anything else. By the way, I hate to interrupt this this important step-by-step instruction video, but I know some people are going to hate me for this, but you have to admit that these Z06 wheels are a little bit nicer looking than that. I mean, that's just my opinion. My opinion is just as good as anyone else's, but I'm very happy that I have my Z06 wheels on this because the stock ones are absolutely hideous. And now those tires and wheels match, which it's back to looking normal now. And now comes the time where we can actually get ready to actually get the car ready for the show by washing it. But what you guys don't know is that it is extremely windy here today in Pennsylvania. It is 62 degrees and very high winds, probably 25 to 30 mile an hour winds. I do not wash my car outside when it's that windy. It's very hard to do. My car is not soiled, it's just dusty because I haven't done anything to it for a while, and I've driven it several times since then. So I'm just going to waterless wash it today. I'm not going to bore you guys with that, so I'll just put it on a time lapse and catch you guys up to speed when I'm done with that. So number 8, 5 and 3 is waterless washing the car. And as most of you guys probably know from recent videos, the only products I use on my car is Adams products. I found Adams products probably, man, I'd say it's probably been 8 years ago maybe, and they have a huge lineup. I only have like maybe a fifth or a sixth of what they actually have to offer. But very good products. They all have a good smell to them, which is not why I buy them, but they work very well. I have no complaints at all. But a couple years ago, I actually made this shelf, Corvette, a disease worth having. If you're wondering where that came from, the guy I bought my car from, which is Keystone Corvettes in Mount Union, PA, I asked him, you know, how long have you liked Corvettes? He said, I've had several of them over the years. I've been in love with Corvettes my entire life. He said, owning Corvettes is definitely a disease you can't get rid of. So when he said that, I thought of it's a disease worth having because most people don't want to have a disease. But that's that. Here's all the products I have and all my rags here. As you can see, I have a lot more rags than what I have the thingamajigs they hang on. But there is a video coming in the fall/winter of me I'm going to completely revamp this thing. I'm going to keep the same thing. I'm going to do a bunch of different, I have some more ideas on how to make this a little better. And it's going to be awesome. Pay attention for that video coming up in the future. But right now, I'm going to use the waterless wash, which is here. And I did not realize how low I am. I only have about a third left, but it should be enough to do the car. And these rags right here, they're blue waffle towels that you can see. Those are what we're going to use to waterless wash the car, because they are actually designed to be purchased and used with the waterless wash. So here we go. I have realized that the lighting in this garage is absolutely horrible. I only have this one light bulb above my car. I have one light bulb there, one light bulb there, this light, there's two light bulbs there, and a light bulb right here, and a little bit of light coming from the outside. But anyone that knows anything about detailing, the more light you can have on the subject, the better you can see everything. So whenever my wife and I get a house someday and get a garage, it's going to be like legit, and it'll be a lot easier to detail. So I know once I back this car out of the garage, there's going to be a lot of little things here and there that I missed, but I also have to drive it. I think it's like 7 or 8 miles to the actual church that the car show's at on Saturday. So of course I'll go over it when I get there and make it look, you know, perfection when I get there. But as of right now, the car, the outside, like the paint and stuff is done. Got it shined up here pretty good. I didn't use any wax. I have not waxed this car in a long time. I actually need to get waxed because the wax I have is really old and kind of dried up now because I've had it for probably 6 or 7 years. But right now I want to clean the interior. And Adams has a really good, these towels are super, super soft and amazing. I love them. You can't even tell you're touching them really. But this stuff here, Adams Interior Detailer, smells amazing. And I don't have much left, as you can tell, kind of low. But we're going to just do the inside here real quick. Luckily, there's not a whole lot of interior to clean on the Corvette, just the dash, steering wheel, and the seats. And let's do that. And that brings me to number 9. Number 9 is cleaning the inside of the car with Adams Detail Spray. By the way, interior detailer. By the way, I am not paid to say anything about Adams polishes. I just really, really love them. And me being a car guy, and you guys most likely being a car person, guy or girl, I would like to give you guys my opinion on products, and maybe you guys can start using them as well. Because why not help a brother out when I can? I always like the feeling of a nice, clean, smooth, silky steering wheel. I mean, yes, I guess it can kind of be dangerous because you don't want the steering wheel to slide easily in your hands, but it's also a very nice feeling to have that smooth steering wheel when it's nice and clean. This stuff smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it through the camera. That might be a technology that's coming. I don't know. By the way, I'm being sarcastic because I doubt that will ever happen. That would be impossible. By the way, something really cool. A couple weeks ago, in one of my videos about things that are broken on my car, I mentioned the one YouTuber, 13 Scorpio, that has the C4 Corvette, the yellow one. And to my surprise, he actually watched one of my videos and commented on a few of them. And I was very happy to see him comment on my videos. He has like 800 to 900 subscribers now, which is kind of cool because when I first started watching him, he had like 220. So he's definitely getting a little more popular on YouTube. I really appreciate his comment. I hope you're watching this one too. I appreciate your comment. If you guys want some more C4 action, please check his channel out. He's a nice guy. But I think that's going to do it for the interior. My interior of my car is never really dirty, never really dusty because it's always parked in its little enclosure. But now the interior of the car is completed. Number 10. This is something I like to do because I'm OCD. I like to double check my car with a LED light to see if I've gotten everything. Like I said, I'll catch more outside when it's in the sun, but why not catch it in here if I can, right? Looks good to me in that spot. Actually, that was a joke. I usually don't do that because that would take forever. But I do go over the car with a very fine-tooth comb, make sure I got everything. But like I said, I'll do that more whenever I get to the actual show. But number 10 can be done if you really want to. Not a problem at all. So I mentioned I was OCD about a lot of things. Whenever I was kind of panning the camera back and forth in the garage, you may have noticed that I have some 1/4-inch Luan plywood above the car cover here. That's because the rafters are full of stuff, and the last thing I wanted to have happen was for something to fall down on top of this. And for one, I don't want the fabric to get ruined because then I have to buy more and sew more, and that would just take a lot of time and money, and don't have any of that right now. Plus, it looks cool. It makes it look like you have an actual ceiling, even though you really don't. But it's just an extra layer of protection for the car because I don't want anything happening to it. So if you're wondering what that's there for, that would be why. And number 11, yes, I'm drinking my second cup of coffee because I'm thirsty. Number 11 is, now that the car is done to what I can do at this point before the car show, it's time to put her back in her car enclosure, or car cover, or car tent, or car garage, whatever you want to call it. I always tell people I have a mini garage inside my parents' garage. And they're like, what the heck does that mean? And then I show it to them, and like, ah, gotcha. So I call it a car enclosure because apparently it's like bad to call like cages, like in zoos, like an animal can't be in a cage, it has to be an enclosure. So, you know, to keep the same political correctness with my car, this is not a cage, it's a car enclosure. Now let's get this car back over in its space here, its car enclosure, so it's good and safe for the next 3 days while we wait to go to the car show. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but the wind knocked my camera over. You could see it start to tilt a little bit and then it just goes black. I got out of the car and I looked out and I saw that the tripod was knocked over. The camera has a very little scratches on. Both SD cards were out of the camera and they were laying on the blacktop. I picked them up, put them back in the camera, and when I turned it back on, it said, data may have been lost. Would you like to recover now? And I hit yes. And luckily, thank God, everything is still on the camera fine. Nothing got deleted, so we're good to go. And obviously the camera is recording fine because I'm making this clip. So the next thing I want to do, just to end this part of the video, is take this ugly looking thing back out to the garage where I got it the other night. except for this time, it's daylight. Alright, we got that tire back out in the garage. As you guys can see, I do have a stack of them. I have 4. I have all 4 that originally came on the car. At one time I was trying to sell them because I didn't need them, but it is nice to have an extra set for whenever, like whenever I got the car repainted a couple years ago, I put the old ones on so that the new ones won't get scratched. It's nice to have an extra set for whenever I need to take another tire off for a flat tire, so I'm going to keep them for a while. I think maybe in the future when I get a house, I might use 2 of them to make like a glass coffee table for the living room. I've seen pictures of something like that, and it's actually pretty neat. So I think that's what I'm going to do with those. So yeah, the next thing we will do is go to the car show in 3 days. Today is Wednesday, so we have Thursday, Friday, and then the third day, yes, I can count, is Saturday. So we will see you then. Well, folks, gotta say I'm completely bummed. Today is the day of the car show, and I was supposed to be at my parents' house at 7:30 to give my kids to my mom, because my wife's working today. Give my kids and my mom to take to the church for the car show, and then I was gonna take the Corvette to the car show. I woke up at 6:30, started getting ready, and the roads were still completely soaked, drenched because it rained. So I decided not to take the Corvette because I don't drive it on wet roads, because I just polished it and got it cleaned up for you guys, and then by the time I got to the car show it would have been absolutely disgusting, and I am completely out of waterless wash, of course. I could take it now, but now I can't because my family's already there and my kids are with me, so I can't drive it. So the video that I made about how to the steps on how to clean your car, get a car, your car ready for a car show, it's gonna end right there because that's all the photo I got. But at least the car looks good now for the rest of the season, and it might even I might be able to drive it a few times here to work maybe, and it'll look good then. Well, folks, I am very disappointed. Today is the day of the car show. It rained a lot last night, and they're actually calling for rain tonight too. If you look here, the sky does not look too promising for a car show. And as you guys know from previous videos, I do not drive my car when there's a chance of rain, and I do not drive my car if the roads are wet unless I'm stuck out in it somewhere. I know, I am a huge disappointment to you guys here on YouTube. You're probably looking forward to seeing some of the cars at the car show. I am still going to the car show for the food and stuff, but I'm not going to have my car there. I might get some videos of the cars while I'm there, but I'm very disappointed that I can't take my car. I absolutely love the rain. I've said that before in videos, but I hate whenever it gets in the way of stuff that I need to do or want to do. So yeah, no car show today, at least not with my car. Sorry guys, but maybe next year. So very interesting. Check out the interior. There's literally Kermit the Frogs everywhere. I am assuming this guy likes Kermit the Frog. Oh, looks like you got one stuck here in the trunk.
Where do you go when you're young, when you're restless, when you're fun, 'cause you're desperate? Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps, my city, she never weeps, my city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh, give it up for my city, oh, oh, give it up
This is kind of crazy. This guy bought this thing in 1968. He's the original owner and still has it. And all this stuff that you see here is still original on this car. It's hard to believe. Ford GT. Grand Touring. Please do not touch. No kidding.
She's cruel, but you won't leave her. Oh, here we are, all the freaks and believers, all the sweet neon.
Alright guys, I don't know if you can see this or not, but a good car just showed up that I am super excited about. The lady who drove this in actually let me sit in this car. Now I know it don't seem like a very big deal, but to me, it's huge because I've never actually sat in a Z06 before. So I was like on top of the world excited. I just love these cars so much. The C7s are such beautiful cars.
Dreamers, oh, my city.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, if you want to subscribe, please do. Hit the thumbs up button. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.